those moments stand out to me as well, of being in the hospital with my kids, that pre-arrival, but everything's set up and ready to go. There's like a waiting. Did you have the same experience, Tony?
Yeah. It's bringing to mind when Wilder was born, I had actually come home from a business trip. Like, I was driving back from Chicago to St. Louis on a Friday afternoon, and got back to St. Louis at about 5 o'clock, and Seville picked me up from dropping the rental car off, and her contractions started like a half hour after that. And so there was this and there was like this 5 hour period between that and when we went to the hospital, whereas like my mother-in-law was there, my sister and her daughter were there, and so it's just this really nice time. It's a really lovely memory of just like hanging out and like just waiting, and just trying to be useful, but also entering that period as a soon to be father of, there's only so much you're capable of contributing in this moment, beyond support and love.
I do find the like sentiment of like trying to find a way to be useful is like a very common thing, like around the delivery. It's like there's nothing that I add. There's like zero value that I add besides like moral support, which is a lot of value, but like you see all these people doing things. But yeah.
When Sky was coming, our daughter, we had this experience with Wilder where it was like the contractions were it was kind of increasingly painful and uncomfortable for Seville, but it's like things looked like they weren't all that progressed, and then all of a sudden they super were, in a way that the doctor is like literally running into the room and like putting on her gear, yelling like don't push, to the point that the baby was almost like, it's like somebody should catch the baby. But then when Sky came, it was the same sort of deal, but so it's like all of a sudden Seville's like, I think the baby's coming, and there's no doctor in sight, and the nurse is like, okay, well, I'm gonna go check out. I was like, get a doctor. And that's like the last time my baby was almost born on the floor. Get somebody in here who can catch the baby. And sure enough, it worked. They got somebody in there, and the Sky was born like 10 minutes later.
Oh my God.
So that I contributed that my baby wasn't just like sliding out and just kind of bungee jumping with the umbilical cord.
Oh man.